Hey everyone, it is Dan Charles with DailyCoin. It is Tuesday, April 20th, 2021, and in this video we're going to do the trade of the day. So let's take a look. Today's trade of the day is Monero XMR. But before we get to that, let's just check in on what we talked about yesterday with Dogecoin. And Dogecoin, I mentioned that after a big move like this, it's very common that we get failed breakouts, meaning it doesn't end up taking out that high from the big April 16th day, which was 0.4481, getting close to that 0.45, so we got 0.45 resistance. You can see today it's pulled back. Now, it's also recovered a little bit. Do a little zoom in here, you can just see here that price has come down. It has put in a higher low from yesterday, and it is pulling up. So this could still rally and take out 0.45, but the longer it takes, it's very common that it'll go sideways and then eventually break down. So it's really a wait and see for me on Dogecoin. But let's get into today's trade of the day. And today's trade of the day, like I pointed out in the beginning, it was Monero XMR. You can see big breakout today. Previous couple days we did have these long lower wicks, so we were very rangy on the 18th and 19th, but we held the higher lows as well. So you can just see here we held higher lows 3 days in a row. That's very, very bullish and important to note. So going forward, here we are breaking out. Resistance is at 420, and there's some support at 400. Now, I mentioned yesterday, you got to look at those solid whole numbers: 400, 420, 380, 360. You're going to find support and resistance on those prices, and it's showing that 400 right now is the support. But it's been a big move. So after such a big move like this, you can expect some pullback. And I really like the way it was setting up for an entry today, because just like I pointed out, the higher lows, the lower candles, the lower wicks, I should say, and this was really setting up bullish for the breakout. So overall, I'm still bullish, but we got to be very, very cautious. So here is the weekly chart, and you can just see here that this crypto's been on a pretty good move of late. Really took off nicely on March 29th, the week of, and even the week before it was setting up for this week of March 29th. But it's been a big breakout, and when you gotta look at the move and gauge it to previous moves to see how much higher the current move is going to be. So this has been a big move. So price just doesn't keep going up and up forever. I'd be looking to get in on this on the week of April 5th. This was the signal, or even like I pointed out, March 29th. But by now, nothing just keeps going up. We've got to pull back. We got to have some red days or even red weeks. So this is definitely getting close, and you want to be definitely locking in profit if you're holding this. So I would look at 375 as an important price. And you can see there was some resistance going back to April 17th and 18th around that 375 area. So that's going to be important support to hold. I've mentioned 400 off the top. We're very close to 400, being at 408 as I make this video. Let's take a look at this on a smaller time frame. All right, so there's the 4 hour. There's that 375, very important support. You can see that on the 4 hour chart here, big range, big breakout. Now, what happens on the big ranges? You're probably going to pull back. So I can show you some examples of that. Look at these red candles here, big range, we pull up. Big red rangy candle here, and then we pulled up. We went the opposite. Same here, big drop here, goes the opposite. So just remember, when you have a big rangy candle like that, it looks impressive. It looks like it's just going to keep going up. Some people look at this as time to buy. To me, it's time to sell. So you want to enter after a small range setup and be looking to exit after a big range like this. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is definitely showing some weakness here. And the pattern is very similar here. Breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback. And now we're holding the support. So now we're holding that support at 400. And you can see we're also putting in lower highs here on the 1 hour chart. Right? The high on the previous hour was 414,760, and here we are at 409,490. So we got to hold 400. I'm thinking we're going to break below 400. It's just the pattern. It's all patterns. Breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback. We could go sideways here for a little bit. And let's take a look at the weekly again. Just, it's going parabolic. So the other thing to remember, when you're going parabolic, you're going straight up. This is the degree. The higher the degree, the shorter move you're going to get. So you're going to get 3 candles up. 1 to 3 typically. So 1, 2, 3. We're ready for the pullback. Let's take a look at the monthly. Look at the monthly chart. Huge month of April. We're getting very, very close to the all-time highs though as well. And when was that? December 2017? Is that real? I have no idea. I was certainly not following this going back that far. But we're getting close to those all-time highs if they're legit. But this is such a big, rangy breakout candle, so it's always going to pull back. So be prepared for that. Just like it did back in 2017, big rangy breakout candle, we pulled back. Here's another example, big rangy breakout candle, pull back. Here's a big rangy breakout candle, we pulled back slightly into another one and then pulled back, went sideways, and here we are breaking out into 2020 and then into early 2021. Really, since February, March and April, this has been really flying, this crypto. But just be prepared for that pullback. And let's get back to the daily. So overall, I'm bullish, but short term I see a pullback coming. I really do think it's entirely possible that it tests the all-time highs, but I think we're going to pull back before that happens. So watch the support at 400 and watch this support at 375. So that is the trade of the day. Monero is the trade of the day. I'm Dan Charles with DailyCoin. Thank you for watching and have a great day.